Hello, sports betting friends! Today I want to tell you about 3 picks in Major League Baseball, including one that is backed by an incredibly lucrative betting system called the scoring drought. With each pick, I'll give you a star rating out of 5. You don't want to miss today's show because it will be jam-packed with great information to help you boost your bankroll in the long run. Let's get the party started right now. Do you remember how I picked the Yankees to upset the Astros last Friday due to a betting angle called the comeback? Today we have another team qualifying under its rules, which were as follows. Suppose Team X is coming off a comeback win in which they trailed by a margin of at least 4 runs at some point during the game. If their money line today is better than minus 175 in American format, which means it is higher than 1.57 in decimal format, and they are squaring off against the same opponent, then we must bet Team X. Yesterday, the Angels got off to a bad start after trailing 4-zip through the initial frame. However, they bounced back nicely by defeating the Marlins by a 7-4 score. Today, Los Angeles is not a big underdog and they are facing the same club, Miami, which means we are invited to put our hard-earned money on the Angels. And for this reason, my first MLB system pick for today goes to the Angels at odds that are around plus 125 in American format or 2.25 in decimal. Will they send the Marlins to an ugly 0-6 start to the season? I'll give this pick a 2-star rating out of 5 and let me explain to you why. Tyler Anderson is set to start on the mound for the Angels. After a fantastic season with the Dodgers, he performed poorly in his first year with LA. I expect him to do better in 2024, but I doubt he will regain his 2022 form. Miami hopes to get its first W of the season by sending their ace, Jesus Luzardo. That scares me a little bit because he's a strikeout machine and I'm afraid LA's bats might get shut down. Luzardo is coming off 2 straight good seasons, he is young and improving, so he's the main reason why I am not overly excited by this potential wager. Let's move on to the next 2 picks after this quick break, shall we? The second baseball pick of the day is supported by a betting system that's very picky. Indeed, it has made an average of just 16.5 plays per season. Last year, we won 3.69 units via 15 bets, whereas we gained 1.59 units over 16 wagers the season before. While this may not sound like a lot of profit, it still represents a 17% ROI, so I recommend that we pay attention to it. The betting strategy in question is called the blowout number 3. In short, it advises to bet any team that's coming off a loss by a margin of at least 11 runs if they are facing a different opponent today. That's the case of the Twins, who lost their previous contest 11-0 in Kansas City. Based on historical data, it looks like they are likely to rebound with a victory. So my second system pick for today, April 2nd, officially goes to the Minnesota Twins to pull off the mild upset in Milwaukee. This pick gets a 3-star rating, so it is very decent. At the time I made this video, it was raining in Milwaukee, so it is possible that the game gets postponed, unfortunately. Louis Varland gets the nod for the Twins. He performed very well in his first 7 starts last year before experiencing some trouble. He was optioned to the minors and did a fine job upon his return in the bullpen. He's been fantastic in spring training given how he has not surrendered a single run in 11 innings. Meanwhile, the Brewers will start Jacob Junis. His career stats are not very good. He fared better last year, but at 31 years old, I'm not convinced he is on track to become a solid starter. Moreover, he experienced shoulder issues during training camp, so I don't trust him too much at this point. Get ready because I'm about to unveil the best betting pick of the day in baseball. If you followed last year's picks, you certainly remember the scoring drought betting system. We wrapped up the season with a mind-boggling 36-6 record. Granted, this betting angle always picks pretty big favorites by design, so it's not surprising that we obtained a win rate above 50%. Still, if you had risked $100 on each play, and by taking into account the odds from each bet, you would have ended the year with a total profit of $1,140 over 42 bets. That corresponds to an incredible 27.1% return on investment. In summary, it looks like this strategy picks favorites in a wise fashion. There are about 10 picks per month due to this system. Let me present the rules of the scoring drought strategy. Suppose the road team lost its past 2 games by scoring a maximum of 2 runs in each of those defeats. If their money line today is bigger than plus 150 in American format or 2.50 in decimal odds, then you must bet against them. The Rockies are the visiting team today and they have lost their past 2 matches by putting just 1 and 0 run on the board in those contests. Since they are indeed big underdogs today, then according to the scoring drought betting system, we've got to fade them. For this reason, my third pick of the day in Major League Baseball for Tuesday, April 2nd is the Chicago Cubs to get the W over Colorado. Given the jaw-dropping performance of this betting strategy over a long period of time, I've got to give this pick a 5-star rating. The odds are around 1.56 right now, or minus 180 in American format. I know such low odds are a bit unexciting, so if you are more of a risk taker, you could elect to take the minus 1.5 run line at 2.20 odds, or plus 120 in American format. In this case, you need Chicago to win by a margin of at least 2 runs, so it is more risky. It's your call. Kyle Freeland will start, and he is coming off as bad as a first start as you can imagine. In fact, he allowed 10 runs to the D-backs in his season debut. On the other side, Javier Assad gets the nod for the Cubs. He did a very fine job last year via a 3.05 ERA, so I'm hoping the 26-year-old can continue his good work. Did you enjoy this MLB betting video? If so, you can take just 2 seconds of your time to click the thumbs up button. And if you have not done it already, you are strongly invited to subscribe to the best sports betting show that's being hosted by the holder of a PhD in statistics who's been crushing online sportsbooks since 1999 and appeared in the newspaper, on television, on the radio, and in several podcasts. I'm Professor MJ. Good luck with your bets, my friend.